Hey there everyone, it is a beautiful fall day today. The temperature is perfect. It is in the 60s right now. The leaves are falling, the sun is shining. It's a great day to work in my garden. I am going to be working out front today in the front of my house and a little bit around the side of my house, and I wanted to show you what I have to put in the ground out there. I found these Wintergreen Boxwood at Walmart on clearance. They were $7 a piece. So I picked up 3 boxwood. These can get 3 to 4 feet wide and 3 to 4 feet tall. So they do stay around that same size as a winter gem boxwood, but this is the wintergreen boxwood. I have 2 of these in pots in front of my hot tub to my right over here. My plan for these is to put them out by my front walkway. I have this bare open space beside my front concrete walkway out there that I have really struggled to figure out what I want to put there. So when I saw these, I thought that these might be a good solution for that spot to keep trimmed into a little hedge right there, kind of a shaped hedge that goes along the shape of the flower bed, which I will show you in a minute. And I wanted something that was evergreen, that would not lose leaves, that would just stay green all year, and something that wouldn't mind getting stepped on if somebody runs into it or steps on it, steps over it. That area can get a lot of foot traffic, so they also might be good in diverting people kind of away from walking through that bed that we have in front of the walkway. So this is kind of trial and error, like everything that I do, just to see how it goes, how it looks, if I like it. We're just gonna give it some time and see how these do in that front walkway. And next I wanted to show you that I picked up another Fall in Love Sweetly anemone. I have 2 of these, actually I have 3 of these because I picked up another small one over in my obelisk bed near my crepe myrtle, and I just love them. I love the late season interest that they provide, and the beautiful pink color with the yellow centers on the flowers I think are just so pretty. So when I saw this big plant at, I believe this was from Home Depot, I couldn't resist it, and it's in a large container, so I can actually go in and divide it with my Hori Hori knife and have 3 individual plants. So I'm going to be putting this on the side of my house where it gets kind of part sun, part shade, which this plant loves. I will show you the tag really quick or put it up on the screen if it's too blurry. It loves to kind of be in that part sun situation, so I think that it'll be perfect over by my porch. And I also wanted to show you the wintergreen boxwood that I have in 2 urns in front of my hot tub. I am going to be transplanting them into the ground today. They are looking a little on the iffy side. They're getting kind of bronzed out and looking at like they're struggling a little bit in those pots. So I think that it might be time to put them in the ground and do something different with my pots. I think that I have some plans for them over the holidays that I want to use them for. And so those are all of the jobs that I want to get done today. Hopefully I can get to them all. So come along and join me on this beautiful fall day as I get all of those things done. Before I move out front, I just wanted to show you the wintergreen boxwood that I have right in front of our hot tub right here. I put these in these pots a couple of years ago and they've done really well, but now they're starting to get a little, maybe the bronzing is normal on this variety, I'm actually not sure, but they just seem like they're not growing quite as well. They're not putting on new growth like they were. So I anticipated that eventually I would be moving these, and I think that now is definitely the time. And maybe next year in the spring I will put in a new set of boxwood or do something different. I'm really not sure. But today I am actually going to put them out by my mailbox. I have nothing in those two little beds yet, so I think that these will add some really nice evergreen structure out there. Here we are in the front of my house. I apologize if it gets noisy. There's lots of cars going by and people mowing their grass, so you may hear some noise occasionally. But this is the front part of our sidewalk where I am planning to put the boxwood. You can see that it's a little bit curvy, and my idea was to kind of plant them along the curve and keep the boxwood kind of in the general shape of this bed, I think is what I'm leaning towards. I had thought about putting them more in a straight line along the sidewalk here, but I'm not sure if that would look right either. So I think I'm leaning towards following the curve of the bed. I may have to scooch these pumpkins over a little bit to plant this last one where it needs to be. And overall, I just really struggle in this bed. These Nandina were here when we bought the house, and the Hosta and the Liriope. And I'm always going back and forth if I like the Nandina or not, if I want to take them out. I love the look of really big, like incredible hydrangeas with some boxwood in front. I love that look. I'm not sure if they would get enough sun here though, because this bed gets only a few hours of morning sun all the way in the back there. And the hydrangea, I think needs a little bit more sun than that. So I don't know if they would really thrive in this space. But I don't know. I'm definitely not ripping anything out this fall. If I would do anything, maybe in the spring. I do like the fall color, the winter color that the Nandina put on. They get this really pretty reddish hue to them. You can see that coming out right now. This Liriope is the spreading kind, and this one on the end has another kind of grass growing out of the middle of it. I think you can kind of see that there. I keep cutting it back. So these definitely need to come out, and I need to replace them with something or just redo this whole kind of front section. So I don't know if you have any suggestions as to what you would do in the front here, or if you think that it looks just fine how it is. Please let me know, because I'm kind of at a loss. Right here is our Jane Magnolia, and I just have 3 purple Pallas heuchera. So it's pretty simple up here. But let's get to the task at hand and putting these 3 little boxwoods in the ground here. Boxwoods are in. I ran into a lot of rocks. This is my pile of rocks that I dug out of there. I think from the sidewalk being poured many years ago, those rocks are still there. But I think that I really like them here. I will, like I said, probably trim them into a hedge and kind of form them into the shape of the bed in a way, so that they follow the lines of the bed. So we'll see how that works out. Hopefully it works out well. And I do have another boxwood back there that I forgot to show, that I'm honestly not sure of the variety. It was put in by a landscape company and I don't know what it is, and it's not looking the greatest. It's looking like it, I don't know if it had mites or what. I didn't really see any webbing, but the leaves just turned real crispy and a lot fell off over the summer. So I'm not sure what the fate of this boxwood is. I also have some black, I think it's black scallop ajuga around it that I'm trying to train to kind of spread throughout this area. If this doesn't make it, I thought maybe something taller right there, like even like a skinny blue juniper, or even a tall like derunk boxwood, something like that, to kind of fill out that side a little bit more. Might be nice. But I think that I like this little boxwood right there. I think they look really nice. So let's move on down to my mailbox and I'll show you where I'm gonna put the next two wintergreen boxwood. All right, I'm down on the road and this is our brick mailbox right here. We have nothing in it. We did some sheet mulching earlier in the year. You can see the cardboard sticking out of the mulch on either side. And my plan is to put one boxwood in each side and then fill it in with maybe some perennials and some climbing, maybe clematis or something up the mailbox to kind of finish it off. But nothing too fancy. Just gonna transplant these boxwood into here and call it a day, and maybe work on it some more in the springtime. First, I want to collect all of the pea gravel that's in these pots so I can save them for another project. Hori Boxwood are in. I think that they look really good. I put some mulch down. I need probably another bag to fill in here and probably another bag for up by my walkway, but overall I am really happy. I think that that just adds a little something to right there. And someday I would like to add some beds down here, maybe in the corners, to finish off this front area. But I'm pleased with the little boxwood touches that I added today. I think they look great. We're gonna walk around the side of my house past my Jane Magnolia here. I have this little grouping of incredible hydrangeas that's looking pretty sad from the rabbits and probably deer eating them. I just put them in this year and they just ate them to smithereens. But they should bounce back fine next year. I might just have to protect them with some wire caging. But here we have this red loropetalum, and I got this Fall in Love Sweetly anemone, and this is where I am thinking of putting the anemone right in front of this loropetalum. I think that the colors will offset really nicely, and you have like the summer interest from the hydrangeas, the kind of all season interest because it is evergreen from the loropetalum, and then fall interest from the anemones. And eventually I'd like to add more perennials down this whole entire bed towards our gate, maybe some more anemone down there by our other loropetalum. So I'm going to go ahead and split this into 3 pieces with my Hori Hori knife and get these in the ground. I've talked about this Hori Hori knife before. I got it from HoseLink. You can find them on Amazon, a lot of different places, but they are so good for splitting perennials, any like tedious jobs that you need to do. These come in really handy. So I'd recommend getting one if you don't have one for your gardening. And I'm just gonna take this and empty it, and I can see already that there are 3 plants. Hopefully you saw that. So I'm gonna take it out and then just slice it in 3 thirds. The soil is really loose already, so they're just kind of falling apart on me. Okay, so now I have 3 plants to put in the ground, and these spread pretty nicely at a reasonable rate, so they will begin to multiply and fill in this area really nicely. My phone died on me in the middle of the planting process, but here they are. I think they look really pretty against this red loropetalum. I'm excited to see how they're gonna fill this space in right here and add some color into this long border with this loropetalum, and I have a Wigelia right there and another loropetalum on the other end. So great fall color that these are going to add. Well, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me and coming along as I garden. I've really appreciated all of you who have watched my videos over the past several months and supported me and commented and interacted with me. I really appreciate it. Moving forward into the winter months, there is not as much gardening to do, which I'm here in 7A, Maryland, and it gets cold, so there's not quite as many garden tasks to do. So I am planning to move more inside to do some inside jobs. Like, I love to cook and bake. I like to do DIY type projects, just general homemaking type stuff. Would you guys be interested in watching that type of content from me, even though it's not garden related? I have had this desire to kind of do a home and garden channel, but I've been iffy on how to combine the two and make sure that it's something that people want to watch and are interested in. So if you are up for that kind of content, especially when there's not as much gardening to do, please let me know and just share with me in the comments what you think. And let me know what you think about my front, and if you have any suggestions for that front porch area, what you would do, if you would just leave it the same, let me know. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you in the next one. Also, I've been trying to get out 2 videos a week. It's a very busy season right now with kids. I have almost 3 teenagers, so life is crazy. So there might be some weeks where I only get out 1, some 2, maybe some 3, I don't know. I'm kind of playing it by ear, but I will try to stay consistent and at least get out 1 video a week. So I will see you in the next one, hopefully very soon. All right, bye.